Venkman reporting.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Venkman. This is the Useless News, heard only on the Big Dumb Fun Show. A hulking Queens gym teacher and former college football player claims that one of his pupils fractured his ankle, injured his knee, and forced him to go to a psychiatrist for stress. And the kid that did so was about 50 pounds and in the first grade. That's right, this guy got his arse kicked by a first grader.
And he was the gym teacher.
Why would you let this go public? The burly 220-pound physical ed teacher, John Webster, age 27, said a 4'2" Rodrigo Carpio, age 6, also kicked and pinched the principal, a security officer, and another teacher during a rampage in April. They could not control this kid.
He was a tough kid.
This kid was a badass and now has so much bragging rights going into middle school.
I pinched the principal.
I pinched the fool that takes away my chocolate milk. It's sort of like an angel-devil sort of thing, said the 5'10" Webster, who recently filed a notice of his intent to sue the city. Of course you are. Of course you're going to sue the city.
I'm not responsible, but I am.
Says that he must now wear braces on his right ankle and his knee. The kid, he looks like an angel, but then all of a sudden, his halo turns into horns. It's been a nightmare. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. And in order for me to sue the city, I had to go public with this story.
I had to let the entire world know I had my ass kicked by a first grader.
Rodrigo's dad, Jorge Carpio, said the lawsuit is totally absurd. How could my little boy do so much damage? My poor son. If you're this kid, and first of all, if you did kick so much ass, kudos to you. But I think more than anything, this is a story the guy's making up.
Dad's probably like, don't make me get my son.
My son can beat up your son. He beat up a 220-pound PE teacher. Come on. The guy's got a brace, and I bet what happened, I bet this was one of those little things that just went totally out of control. Like the guy's like, hey, what's wrong with your leg? Well, if you say it happened at work, you get workman's comp. Like, yeah, it happened at work. What happened? Let's just say a kid hit me in the shin. All right, that's cool. And then once that's filed, people start investigating it. And now he's like, no, it was Rodrigo. It was that kid over there. He's a bully. I tell you, a bully.
And there he thought it was him because his name was Rodrigo.
Blame it on the Hispanic kid. Rodrigo, he's probably in his garage training right now. That's how serious Rodrigo is about kicking ass. Rodrigo. Russia was so awesome. Tragic, drunken, white trash homicides in the States always involve boring murder weapons like shovels or steak knives, but a woman in Siberia is accused of drunkenly strangling her elderly neighbor with, wait for it, her bra. If you have to die by strangulation, let it be at the hands of a 26-year-old chick wielding her lingerie. We dare say the geezer gurgled his last foamy breath through blue lips that were curled into a reluctant smile. This is, of course, editorial from Heavy.com. Besides, the chick had a good cause. The Mirror reports that the alleged C-cup strangler in the town of Zakhaminsk was upset when the 65-year-old refused to give her and her boyfriend cash to buy more alcohol. Well, I could see that. They asked the guy for alcohol cash. Hey, give me just a couple bucks so I can go buy a sixer. No.
Maybe she said, I'll show you my boobs if you give me some cash.
There
for
goes
alcohol.
The German word for lingerie.
Lederhosen?
Stops him from flopping. When he refused to send the money, the woman punched him in the face and tried to strangle him with her hands. That she wasn't able to do, so she took off her bra and strangled the guy with it. According to Russian investigators, the guy died. I mean, it's a sad story, but if you had to take anything out of it, a dude was killed.
Well, don't presume just because she took her bra off that he saw her mammary glands.
Oh, I'm
Because,
sure he
you
saw-
know, women have that special knack for being able to remove a brassiere without even taking their shirt off.
True, like at a stoplight, they can go fully change their clothes at a stoplight without any nudity happening whatsoever. Asheville, North Carolina. It started out as a typical morning inside Georgie Brown's Fairview, North Carolina home. The kids wanted to see Lilo and Stitch, explained Brown. Brown has a son who's almost 2, a 3-year-old daughter, and a 5-year-old son. They recorded the movie on one of the Disney Channel channels on Dish Network on September 7th from 12:30 to 2 p.m. 3 days later, she switched on the recording for her children to watch while she did work in her nearby room. She said that about a minute in the recording, an alert box appeared, stating part of the recorded event has been lost due to signal loss. The picture pixelated, and the video of a man giving it to a woman appeared on the screen. The explicit video continued for 6 minutes before another signal loss happened.
Given what?
Given it.
Oh, given it.
The video was so graphic that neither Fox Carolina nor the Disney Channel are allowed to air it. So,
Maybe the dad was playing around with the DVR
whoops!
and just acted like he had no idea what was going on until he realized it was recording.
Yeah, it is odd that this was like the only box that this happened on.
And it lasted for how long? 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
About long enough.
That's
Good thing it didn't have its own webcam. The last thing you really wanted to watch is a dirty movie or the reverse shot of somebody spanking it to that dirty movie.
That's why I think that the Xbox Kinect is so creepy. Because it's like, it's just a camera staring at you the whole time. I saw Batman. Like, I know what that box is all about. I just heard things that I probably shouldn't have heard on Lilo and Stitch, said the mother. My first thought that the children, they must have changed the channel. However, the children did not change the channel. She said instead, the 6-minute pornographic video was recorded with the movie. And I watched all 6 minutes of it. If you can imagine Maggie Simpson sitting on a sofa watching porn, that was him just sitting there, sucking his pacifier, just clueless, wondering, hey, what's going on?
What part of Lilo and Stitch is this?
My 5-year-old grabbed his ears and ran out of the room screaming, saying, I didn't do it. The 3-year-old was sitting there crying. Crying!
Probably because it was only 6 minutes.
This is disturbing. Brown showed Fox Carolina's Cody Alcorn the information page from the movie she recorded. Alcorn said it was very clear that it was Lilo and Stitch from 2002, and it was rated PG. I'm thinking maybe it wasn't
How much
Lilo
is
and
she
Stitch, it
suing
was
for?
like Lilo and the Bitch.
But there's only 6 minutes of that. Like they had Lilo and Stitch, and somehow the signal got flipped.
Of course, a Dish Network representative said, I've been in the TV industry for 15 years and I've never once seen that. I'm astonished. This never happens. Said they don't believe the appearance of the sexually explicit video was the operator's fault. No? Look to Dad. My name is Venkman. That is the Useless News on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Submit your own stuff to uselessnews@bigdumbfunshow.com.
Lock eyes from across the room. Down my drink while the rhythms boom. Take your hand and skip the names. No need here for the silly games. Make our way through the smoking crowd. The club is the sky and I'm on your cloud. Moving close as the